Hello, my spookies. Welcome back to Heaven's Vault. I want to go to the eyes of the cyclones because that sounds cool. Janiki Remba found something impossibly deep in the swirling waters of the cyclones. Is there still more to find? Is Renba waiting to be found? I don't think we're gonna find him fast. I know enough to find this site because we do have these clues. Oh, we're literally cycloning. I mean, that makes sense to me. The cyclones. Sailing to the eye of the cyclones. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on here. So quiet. Wait. I've been analyzing the purple robe we found in Remba's tool chest, Aliya. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, whoa, that's fast. Oh, that's very fast. The fabric appears to be of a significant age. Holy crud. Whee! Nope. I can't go that way. I have no idea what you're saying. Okay. Is it some kind of road that would need a brooch to hold it? I said that Whoa, camera, please stop. Oh, goodness, camera, why you do this to me? Indeed it is, Aliya. Whee! Zoom. Look at me. I'm so zoomy. Zoomy boy. I would go as far to say that I can detect the pinholes, Aliya. Oh, let's stay away from the middle because the middle goes actually, hold on. Go straight on here, Aliya. Okay, thank you for directing me. Swoosh. Okay, nice and slow. Don't hit any of the rocks. I don't know what happens when we hit the rocks, but... Oh, it's picking up speed again. Whee! Hold on, 6! I cannot hold on, Aliya! Don't hit the rocks. We're in One Piece? I've never actually watched One Piece before. I've seen the live action show. Loved that. We appear to be. Whoosh, whoosh, zoom. Another rapid! I've always wanted to go whitewater rapids. Oh, this whole area is wild! I mean, it's literally the cyclone, an area that you said was like death and doom and despair. Did you think it was going to be easy? Whoa! Oh, that's really pretty. Better check the hole when next we land. Oh, this is very pretty. I think we made it. I don't actually think I can fly out of the... Hold on. Now we're close to the eye of the cyclones, Aliya. Out of the stream, I think we just kind of like bounce off of it. The water droplets go left. What? The water drop? I don't know where I'm going. I cannot see which way to turn at this branch, Aliya. Is it that? Am I heading towards that? We will have to choose one and explore. Well, I mean, that looks promising, whatever that is. I don't know what I was choosing. I didn't see a choice. I see it! There's something up ahead. A moon? That's no moon. There is air, but no upriver, Aliya. We will need to leave the ship here and hop her down. Please do not be alarmed. It is quite safe. Okay. Sure. Why not? Why not? Sure, why not? The eye of the cyclones. Will Renba be waiting for us here in the center of the storm? I don't know why he would be, unless he got caught up in the cyclone.
The hopper fired, and for a moment I was gone. Not aboard the Nightingale, not on the moon beneath. It could have been a heartbeat or an hour. But I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
It's cold. A pile of rocks, smashed together by the waters. It seems Janiki had a taste for places like this. I have a feeling about this one. Whatever Remba was after, we're close. Sure. I hope he will be grateful when we find him. We are taking considerable risk. Oh, I can move. This way. Which way? I can't move my camera, so... Do you think we will find him? I prefer to believe that we will. I would like to meet him again. I do not remember him well, but I bear him no ill will. Is this where we started? Perhaps Renba is waiting for us just around this corner. We can hopper him back to the Nightingale. And this chapter of my life will be done. Perhaps. We can only hope. I need to dress you in a little yellow raincoat. Hold it! 6! What's that? Is that the beginning of the game?
Here, in the middle of the hurricane, there was a house. It was fine. Tucked in below the overhanging rock. Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters. Large enough for 2 families to argue over. It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth. But here, it was impossible.
It literally looks like it was like transported from somewhere else to here. Someone built this? Buildings do not occur naturally, Aliya. Let's see. So, but who would build something out here and why? So we're saying that the building is 450 years old? Interesting. How did Janiki find it? I hope we can ask him, Aliya. Do I look in the window? Do I crawl in the window? Blocked with rubble and ruin. This whole place must be slowly peeling away from the cliff. Like, the building doesn't really match the rock around it. Perhaps you might forgo going inside. No. I could vault over the wall here. Absolutely! Please, Aliya. It's not that dangerous. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you. What? It's rock. Oh, going over. Here goes. It's not that hard to climb over this. And it's a floor. Can we break the pots? The floor seems sound enough. 6. Where did the robot go? He teleports. He cannot vault. I want to examine the pottery. Pottery is very archaeological.
The ghosts were still here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty, but it hadn't been abandoned.
I wish everything was voiced, honestly. Aliya. I really like the voice. Evidently, it is good to see you intact, Aliya. Ooh, I want that axe. How did you get down from that arch? He teleported, obviously. I could not climb over the wall. So I drove myself off the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. Ooh, box. Look at this place. It's like a museum. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else here. I estimate it to be hollow. Oh, there's something inscribed on the lid. Do not touch. Trapped. Might be a clue as to what's inside. I don't think I have any of those. Okay, so it looks like star. So, jewel? Ooh, I think I'm pretty good at that one. Of? Treasures of. Okay, so that might be like divided, separate, strong. So I'm thinking of Japanese, where they have the particle no. And the particle no is an apostrophe. Like R apostrophe. But like directly translating is kind of like of. So like sensei's no hon. Sensei being teacher, hon being book. And so we translate it as teacher's book. But you actually go backwards, the book of teacher. So following that kind of logic, I wonder if this apostrophe is kind of like of to make it kind of plural-ish. So the treasures of gather of great value. Yes, absolutely. Treasures of great value. That will do for now. Myri will be most excited by this find, Aliya, whatever proves to be inside. Treasures of great value, obviously. Let's keep this one to ourselves, maybe. Valuable finds, Aliya. Of course, she must be told. Why do you suppose I am here? We just gotta get this open. Don't mind me pocketing some gold coins. I don't know what you're talking about. Can we open it? I think it's a reliquary? A place to put your belongings when you die. Where do you get that idea? The idea is you get them back when you return. Do people often return from death, Aliya? Where in God's name? Someone died on the Cyclone's Eye moon, but who and were they alone? Where do you get that? Where do you get that idea? Here, let's just try to open the lid. Let's see if I can shift it. Curses. So many things in D&D for a door that's just unlocked the whole time. I can't get my fingers under the lid. Alright, open it up, 6. Alright, blast it open. Use your blaster. It's definitely not trapped. Not locked, Aliya, but stiff. Okay, listen, I skipped arm day today, obviously. And I lack fingers for leverage. Well, apparently so do I. You don't have an attachment for prying? How are we supposed to break into everything? Something you can stick into your arm sockets? My first robot had those. Perhaps I could find something on the ship. Maybe there's something I can use around here. I mean, there's... a crumpled... Alright, let's hold on. Let's remark. Of course, if this coffer is locked, it means it's nothing to do with Renba. He just said it wasn't locked. He didn't open it. He just said it wasn't locked. That is logical, Aliya. Though the coffer may relate to this place and its significance. Someone curled up here by the fire to keep warm. Someone died right here, Aliya. Alright, so where are the bones? Why do you keep saying someone died here? A person lay on the floor here for some time after death. How do you possibly know that? Renba? No. Whoever died here died scores of years ago. The lack of moisture on this moon has preserved the traces. Is that like the gunk that's on that bed there? But they are old. You're sure? The evidence is minor but significant. The person who lay in the state here was only removed recently. What? Are you saying Janiki took them? What remained of them? Someone did. I would let... Okay, hold on. First of all, there's something up there. I want a glint above the door. Is that a dagger? There's something up here. A blade. Convenient stool is convenient. A dagger. That's a dope looking dagger. A little corroded, but beautifully crafted. And with an eagle and sun on the hilt. Means it's old. And there's some inscribed tiny glyphs on it. They sure like putting their language on everything. I can barely make out the letters. They're so small. As rebels... Oh, there's a rebel dagger. More words I don't know. Let's see. This grouping is somewhat like my word for banished. Because it has an X. Okay, hold on. As. Interesting. As rebels. I think the rebels is good. As rebels act. Oh. Family? As rebels are. This just is. Like, is it supposed to be a literal sentence? As rebels As rebels act, because it's like banished. As rebels act. It would make sense if this is our family. It's strong. Strong rebels are act. Rebels. That is not right. That is not correct. No. That is oh, we're not even gonna comment on that. Just no. Can I pick up the axe? Yeah, that's. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there something in that corner? Or is that just dust? I think that's just dust. A workbench. Yeah, let's pick up the axe. Whoever lived here would have needed to be self-sufficient. Then they would have needed water, Aliya. The house has been built right up against the rock face. Must have been cold here. Whoever lived in this place would have kept their fire burning constantly. I wonder what they did for wood. Are we not gonna pick up the axe and smash the treasure chest to pieces? Because that seems to me like an extremely viable course of action. Wait, there's an inscription up here, apparently. More glyphs. Alright, water goddess. Blesses fire? So is water the... Alright, so maybe it's not water, but light? Oh, it's not light. We already have light. Death goddess? I feel like this is water. Value. Loves. That makes sense. It's close to holy. Blesses. I think it would be blesses. Light. It would be fire. The water goddess blesses fire? Does water goddess blesses fire? This is a fireplace after all. So I think perhaps they were afraid of it burning the house down. Oh, that actually makes sense. The building won't actually cave in on us, will it? I cannot guarantee that, Aliya. Okay. Or the shovel? Can we use... Oh, a pickaxe! There is a pickaxe right there! Go bust that chest to pieces! Aish. This is a comfortable space. Wide, open. Old, Aliya. I wonder if this door is jammed. We bust through the door? Or if it might... just open. That looked very easy to open, actually. That was very, very easy to open. Oh, a painting. Oh, there's music in this painting. Look at this! Swirls and flows. These are rivers. Like space rivers? The detail. Is it a map? Who lived here? Who drew this? These look like the rivers of Ghost's Wake. But no one goes to Ghost's Wake. Ah, is there an inscription here? Site located. Cool. It seems so. I think that's river. This is the end of a line of text. Oh, stars. Alright, so we have stars. And we have star... No. Vanished? Oh, stars of. Bonk. I mean, we're assuming that that's correct. I'm certain my translation for stars is right now. That's right. And that little tick mark is definitely of. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's take a stab at that new word. So basically, if you use a word, you guess the word, and then if you use it correctly in something else, it tells you like, oh, that's what. So stars of, so we don't really have this squiggly thing anywhere. We have the, why is that related to light? They literally share nothing similar there. We have that one in Banished and in Pilgrims. So it seems to be some kind of movement. So I bet it says the Stars of Home. I would bet you that, and that is a map to get home to where these people come from. Yes. That's what I'm gonna go with. The Stars of Home. This is definitely a map. I mean, obviously. But not of this place. Somewhere else. That's super cool. Alright. Lizard! Are we not going to comment on the lizard? Is it alive? Just chilling out there? Okay, lizard. Alright, my dude. I'm still really ups- Oh, a fire poker. A fire poker! Yes, not the axe or the pickaxe. I think this might do for a lever. A good thought. Sure. Sure. Alright, lift the lid with the lever. I might be able to snap the lock. Just bust the whole thing open. Oh yeah, is it moving? Why would I lie? It's moving. It's definitely shifting. Here goes then. I mean, he's gonna see that it's... Or is he gonna, like, report me back to the other person? Which, again, I don't...
It was. Just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
6. Look at this!
From inside the coffer. From the distant past of the Nebula's once great empire.
Incredible!
It was a crown.
Oh, the missing crown. Should I put it on? Nah, the eagle and sun motif, that's the crown of the emperor that went missing. So this is where the emperor ended up. Just like Janiki's brooch, the mark of the empire. Could this be the crown of Iox itself? Let's put it on. Should I put it on? If you like, Aliya. Evidently, it is a hat after all. Though I imagine it might suit Professor Miari better. What is this crown doing out here? Why did the music get really creepy? Did someone steal it? I think the Emperor ended up here. This is where he was hiding out. Hide it here, but never collect. That seems most unlikely, Aliya. There's something written along the rim. Interesting. That's a lot of symbols. I got some of these words in my notebook, but I can take a chance on what's left. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we have star and holy. So it's probably Nebula, which is the big. So nebulas. Way, water, rivers of light. Goddess, gather. I think that's family. Light. So the family sail forever? Or remember? Endure? Like, endure forever? So the family of light, so like the royal family, I'm gonna say, even though it says that it's related to ways in water, so sail would make sense. Or maybe it's sail free. It could be sail free. So it's either the family sail free or the family endure forever. But sail free kind of matches the related words, so I'm gonna stick with that one. Nebula's Rivers of Light family sail free. family... The family part doesn't really fit, though, maybe. Is this crown what Miari wanted us to find? Is this why she sent us out here looking? Remember, too, perhaps. No one knew it was here. Dot. I will have to tell her, Aliya. Her motives hardly matter. Oh, okay. Is that why we lie to him, so she wouldn't know? Or he wouldn't know and he wouldn't tell her? But yeah, that's what I'm assuming, that the emperor fled to this place, and that's what this house is. This was the emperor who escaped, right? We read about that in the first part when we read the timeline, that the emperor's body was never found. Maybe! Oh, maybe that's the body that was by the fireplace. But I don't understand why Remba would have come out here. There's nothing to find. Yeah, just the crown. Nothing anymore. But there was a body.
After the dead air of the house, it was good to see the sky again.
We have obtained 2 intriguing artifacts here, the dagger and the crown. Also, we have located one new location of interest, the site from the mural. I suggest we take the crown to Professor Miari directly. We must also inform her of our theories about Renma. Really, Aliya, we should leave this place. No, not just yet. There could be more to find. We've barely been here. There must be more to this place. I want to know who lived here, who died here, and what happened to Renba. Honestly, Oh, wooden beams. Are those so different? You know, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. But there can't have been many trees here to use. We know nothing about this planet. So the wood must have been brought in. Also, if the wood is that old, it would have disintegrated. Brought from Mirsi, maybe. That seems likely, Aliya. I wonder what makes farmers ship whole tree trunks out here to build a mansion in the middle of a hurricane. A carving? Oh. There's something carved above the door. A tell? I'm going to have to guess the whole darn thing. Family... Let's see. Okay, so... All live here? All live, because that's related to home. All live again here? All live here? A blessing to keep the house safe, perhaps. Builders on Elbereth do that kind of thing. I don't think they know what they mean. Like carving the symbols for a blessing. A primitive people. Yeah, if this is from like super ancient times that are thousands of years old, no way through here. This wood would not exist. Though it would have been once open enough. Yes, I definitely cannot climb over these rocks that are these knee-high rocks. Dude, as a child, I used to do this stuff for fun. I don't think Janiki found the crown, Six. Yes, why would he look in that obvious treasure chest? I do not think that coffer had been opened in at least 500 years, but he must have known it was here. The chest or the thing? Why else come here? Because there's ancient stuff to discover? Perhaps Janiki took something else with him, like the body, before whatever happened to him happened. Then what other item is most likely lost? The body? A cutting in the rock. What's that smell? Oh! What? By all the moons and waters. Oh, but... I was like, oh, the exploded ship, but it's a ship. Well, I think we found Renba. I mean... It was a ship. Oh, what? Can we be sure this was Janiki's ship? No, Aliya, but the circumstantial evidence is very strong. You recall the propellant on the tool chest. There are further traces here. Interesting. So what do we do now? Return to Iox and inform Professor Miari, Aliya. I suppose... I always assumed we would find Renba. I don't know. Miari made it sound like he'd run away. Perhaps you can take the matter up with Renba in his next life, Aliya. Oh yeah, because we all live in a loop, right? It's been torn apart. Well, it did explode. What could do this? An explosion? I've never seen anything like it. The fire here must have burnt up a lot of air. The remaining atmosphere is thin, Aliya. Still, I believe the fire was extinguished before it consumed the whole ship. Interesting. What is that? Something under the wood. There's something wedged under here. Seems to have survived the fire. Please, please don't be an arm. I mean, there would be a skeleton somewhere. It's not an arm. It's a foot. A sliver of model fashioned from crystal. It looks like something from the early Empire. This must have been aboard Janiki's ship. Another of his finds. The ancient gods still had some presence in the Empire times then, but I wonder if these statues were devotional or if they were simply old and precious. What are you looking at? There's an inscription on his head. On whose head? This is one end of a broken fragment of text. Okay, so we have... Alright, the gods are watching you. I believe you can be confident of your translation for gods now, Aliya. Good. That means that's right, and R must be correct too. Yes. Alright, gods are orange. Orange. Yes, very orange. Wise, written, reach. Okay, none of this makes sense, so it must be wise. Gods are wise. Does gods are wise make sense? It does indeed. It's better than gods are orange. I mean, the gods could be orange. Most likely this comes from the same site as the sextant and the box. Why would you make that jump that we discovered on the site of Renba's cache? It must have been common to travel between the two locations. This should help us work out where to look for its location. Let's see. Model silver on a forgotten site somewhere within Eagle's Pass. Model sliver. What? There are some jumps in logic here. Must have burned for days. Presumably, the ship was still burning as it fell. So, I can barely see the rivers above. And yet there's something here. Which makes me wonder, what else is out here waiting to be found? I don't know. This stuff was actually pretty darn easy to be found. Like, the fact that they haven't found this crown in thousands and thousands of years. Aliya, please. We should not linger. If anything were to go wrong out here, there's literally nothing here. We would never be found. We are standing here with no predators, no sign of life. Someone would come looking for us. No. We're out here looking for Janiki, aren't we? And look how easy it was to find. Janiki is Miari's friend. Are you? Wow. Ouch. That's rough, buddy. Honestly, I have no idea. This channel comes up from the rock. Okay, there was something I thought that was here. No? Okay, I don't think there's anything else to find, but there's definitely this right here. Renba must have really wanted to hide what he hid in that box of his. I wonder why. Yeah, I don't know what, unless you would hide it from Miari. This channel comes up from the rock. There must be a wellspring here. Someone dug the channel to carry water to the building. The spring is dead now, Aliya, and you are breathing the last air this moon has to offer. Janiki is not here. Neither is anyone else. Are you ready to go now, Aliya? No, dude, there's still stuff here. Get out of here. Yeah, we still got more to do. You wanted to leave, and now I got a whole burnt ship. What is a wellspring, anyway? Interesting. I love that I just can't do that. A source, Aliya. Nothing more. A source of what? Water? Commonly water. Also air. Like, why did I have to focus on him dramatically like that? Commonly water. Whoa. That is a deep information. A clue. A clue, a clue. But what is this place? A mansion? Why build a mansion here? Because the Emperor was hiding. There's nothing here. Oh, there's something. Blackened. It must have been an explosion, Aliya. Enough to be seen on Mirsi. Oh! And Janiki. That's the explosion they were talking about then. But I thought it happened in the atmosphere of Mirsi. There is no hope. Janiki must have been sailing when it fell. He cannot possibly have survived. What I can't figure out is this. What was Renba doing finding ancient sites? Oh, because he was a roboticist. He must have been following some kind of trail, Aliya. But how that trail began and where it was leading him, most unclear. Perhaps he was looking for more robots. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Iox must be running low. Especially since they keep giving them to you. So this was the hull. Oh. If Remba's ship exploded, he will have returned to the stars, as the loop requires. Perhaps there is some comfort in that. I mean, even in an explosion, like, once souls return to the rivers, Aliya, what do they do then? You seem to be the religious one here. Do they sail? Why are you asking me? I've been among the rivers. There are no dead people there. Is there a way down? There might be more clues down there. I do not believe it would be wise, Aliya. Indeed, I believe it would be quite the opposite. Almost unwise, one might say. Can your tracks handle this kind of terrain, Six? Excellently. Whoever designed my tracks appears to have this kind of ground in mind. And who did design you? I have no idea, Aliya. They did not leave a signature. How rude. Seems strange that you don't know. Does it? Who designed your legs? Humans aren't designed. Well, I mean, unless you believe in, like, the gods. They're just the right shape. How convenient for you. Alright, I think we've seen all we can see from this. Yeah, let's go into... yeah, can we go down into the burning wreckage? Thank goodness this black smoke does not affect my lungs in any way. Clearly burning fuel. Alright, there's nothing we can do here, Six. There was that little shrine, though. Nothing at all. Super cool. You have found one more interesting artifact here. The model sliver. What luck we will be able to trace it. Are you ready to go? No! Soon, not yet. I'm not leaving, Six. Hold your horses. There's a shrine here. And a cave here. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. There's another inscription. Okay, there's the deity. Alright, I've seen these ones before. This one is a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. Alright, so we have the Emperor live free. Emperors live free? I can add my translation for live to my dictionary now. Forever? I could still change my mind, but... Emperors live forever? Emperors here. Okay, so that's clearly not right. Emperors here. What were emperors doing out here? Dude! I've literally figured it out, like, an hour ago. The shrine was built here. Is the stone inside from Mercy? No, Aliya. I do not know where it is from, but Mercy does not have stone like that. Are we not gonna mention this cave? Oh, I can just go in here. Ooh. It'll be dark in there. So? What? What? It is not. What? What? So? Dude, okay, look, the robot is clearly glowing. The robot can go in here. All right, so I need some kind of light source. Because it's so dark and spooky, even though it's clearly not. I can see very clearly in there. Water would have run down the channel. Right past the house. Yeah, so this was the waterway here, I would believe. Imagine having a stream of your own. Not a bad way to live. If you can withstand the soul-crushing loneliness. Alright, there's all sorts of stuff here. Is this channel natural? No, I don't think... it doesn't look like it. I don't think it is. Alright, there's something about that rock there. Dug out. Alright, so it's not going to let me go into the cave. I need to find some kind of light source and then come back here, maybe? Someone lived out here. They irrigated the land, prayed... Here, in the eye of the cyclones. Some kind of hermit? The Emperor! An inscription on the rock. Alright, there's something carved into the rock here. Aw. This one is several words. Okay, so the water here. Family. That's the word for water. Short and simple. And almost a pictogram. Yes. About family. My translation family doesn't feel right now. Okay, well, so. I'd like that you tell me that. Hopefully I can make some better guesses for the rest of this. So water... Us? Water heals us? Live together joins us? Water connects us? That sounds right. Water joins us. That will do for now. Interesting. According to legend, the last emperor disappeared after Iox fell. Thank you. He didn't die there with everyone else. Are you suggesting he came here? Yes. Why not? We found his crown. It would explain a few things, like the missing crown, not least that crown. That's the shrine. Yes, we were literally just there. Assuming it's not an outhouse. Oh, you have to remark upon it? Am I far away? We didn't see any shrine houses on Mercy like that one here. Not even small ones. An older custom, perhaps. Yes, like from the Emperor. Iox does not permit shrines. Ooh, what's that? Oh. Hear all the dialogue first. I find this conversation interesting. Iox would no doubt remove the Mercian statue if they could work out how to shift it. Oh, because it's so big. I don't know, we got robots, don't we? What's that? There's some kind of I'm not sure what. It looks like a telescope, actually. A viewing platform, maybe, on the roof? Can I get up there? But what's to see? The stars? Can I get up there? I'm thinking our guess about Remba finding robots on Mirsi must be wrong. That box was old artifacts. Nothing to do with robots at all. Indeed, Aliya. Let's take another look inside. Alright, I want to go up to the second floor, because... No. I will wait for you down here, Aliya. I cannot climb stairs. Well, sucks to be you. Look at this place, Aliya. No one would live here. They couldn't. I mean, maybe not now. Oh, a rough bed. It's so rough. Hardly comfortable. If the Emperor really lived here, then it wasn't just the Empire that fell. Oh, but there's an inscription. I, too, carve inscriptions over my bed. Actually, I don't carve them, but it's old, barely visible, scratched into the plaster. Do I know any of that? I've not encountered any of these words anywhere else. But I can still make some guesses. So... it's related, so it might be I. I love... It's not goddess. Interesting. So it's like me... so like... me... and... like, I love you? Like, there's, like, the beloved here, right? Friend... related words. I don't think it's death. So it's either, like, me and you, or I love you. I love beloved? Friend? No, it doesn't. And? Nah. It's a long word. Wise, live... maybe? Death. Sure! I love my beloved. I think that's correct. Hey! Dope! It's a beautiful example of the script. Nice. It's a beautiful example of the script. Pity I barely understand it, right? The inkle is interesting, too. Scratched by someone lying down. Maybe you were sick. Could be ill. Might be ill. Alright, so here's... yeah, this is the outside. Place is huge. Alright, let's see what's up here. Alright, I know there's the metal-y thingy. Ruin and rubble. Why build something as big as this out here? It really seems like it was just randomly teleported. Who was it for? The Emperor! Alright, a glint among the stones. There's something wedged here. A book embossed with the motif of a loop. There's no way that book exists. Dating from the Ixonian Empire. The cover has been painted on too. Dude, not a chance. That thing is disintegrated. This one is a faded picture from an even longer phrase. Alright, so we have the goddesses. There's multiples? Alright, here's my, maybe, friend. Something's gone wrong. I must have used the wrong words. Wait, what's... oh. Oh. Got it. And then... friend. All pilgrims are friends. So that isn't the word for friend. Son of a biscuit. How would you know that? Maybe they're friendly pilgrims. So what does this say? These symbols resemble my translation for here. Pilgrim and God. And... death? I don't think it's God, because God is a different symbol. So, pilgrim and... stranger? That would make more sense. Not at all. This Pilgrim and Stranger makes sense. I mean, it could, if only we could read the whole volume. I mean, if you give me the volume, I will translate it. I'd say this comes from the moon depicted in the Hermitage wall mural. This will make it easier to locate. Oh, okay. That's cool. How would you guess that? The book is bound? On a forgotten site somewhere within the Eagle's Pass. So you are saying this book is like 425 years old. Again. Alright. What's this? What's this? It's quite different than the rest of the building. For some kind of telescope. That's what I thought. Oh, this looks more modern. But the position of the bearings are fixed. The material on this is totally wrong. What does that mean? I mean, maybe you built it from... Is it metal? Rubber? It looks like something Oroi might have built. I must remember to ask her about it. And there are scratches in the top here. Something fitted inside the frame and was removed by force. Did you take something, Janiki? But if so, what was this stand meant to hold? So, if Janiki removed it, I was assumed that we would find it in the wreckage. Is that smoke? That is definitely smoke. So, oh, Renba. So, because we found this, that's your ship, isn't it? Because we found this, if I go back to the wreckage, will we find something in the wreckage? Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes it does correlate. Wait, hold on. Oh, I wanted to see what was that. All right, just don't look down. They're stairs. You can go downstairs. The stairs are not that scary. They're literally just stairs. It's okay. I believe that you can descend these very stable, very flat stairs. There was a tripod up on the roof. It's empty now. I'm gonna go back to the wreckage, but it looks like it might have held something once. I think these are loading screens. What kind of something? I would guess it's a telescope. I would guess. Oh, it could be a I think it's a... Oh, it could be a transmitter. Alright, let's go for a transmitter. I actually thought it was a telescope, but transmitter might make sense. Whoever lived here would have been quite isolated. To keep contact with someone. We have acquired one more promising artifact here, the book. If curators on Iox will be most content with that. Are you ready to go yet, Aliya? Get out! Don't hassle me! Alright, I just want to check the wreckage site to see if, now that we... I mean, if he was here, and he took that, it would be in the wreckage when the ship exploded, for he had it with him. Hypothetically, right? I really wish I could go faster. So, if I search the wreckage after seeing the telescope, would it be like, oh, it's here, or it's in the dark and spooky cave? If the ship's on fire, surely I can make a torch. It's not this, is it? No, it's just part of the ship. And go into the dark, spooky cave. Although, seriously, this robot is actively glowing behind me. Okay, so there's nothing here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but okay. Alright, so... I misinterpreted, like, the whole thing. So... Oh, gosh, the names are gonna get to me. So, my Mercy saw the ship explode, but it wasn't in their atmosphere. So he was on their planet for whatever reason, and then he left, and then after some time when he was here, the ship exploded. Is that what they're saying? Or are they saying that it, like, exploded there and got, like, sucked in by the spiral, right? And ended up here? Either one or the other. I don't know why we can go this way if there's nothing here. Alright. I don't actually think that there's anything else here except for that cave that I just can't get into, which really bugs me. Oh, what was that? Something popped up for like a hot second, but... I like walking because if there's anything else I missed, I think we've done a good job of kind of going around everything and getting stuck on that rock. Is this a little farm? Looks like a little farm. Alright. Oh! Oh! See? There's an inscription on the window. Obviously. That's a long one. Okay. Okay, so it looks a lot like blesses. It's basically identical, so it's gotta be blessings. Okay, so it's probably we give blessings for goddess. We give blessings for goddess. That makes sense to me. Yeah, we are thankful for the goddess. Woohoo! Yay! Yippee! That makes sense to me. You just fell off that? I mean, dude, it's like 6 feet. 7 feet. It is not so far down, Aliya. Like, we could climb up this. We really could. Alright. Let's go back to the ship. Alright, take us back to the ship, 6. Just stand by, Aliya. Huh. What, is that the cave I couldn't go into?
Darkness.
This is not the Nightingale. 6? I hate robots. I hate them! They always do this kind of thing. Right before they give you the speech about how it was for your own good. Mistress, you are about to step on a small ant. My ethical core required me to lock you inside this packing crate. It's cold in here. Oh, you're right there. Where's your head? There you are. Okay, where's your head? I don't think that's 6. Myairi. What about Myairi? You followed me, Lexi. Yeah, it's not 6. As I thought you might. Because you knew. Because you've always known. Of course I came! I'll just play along. Ah, of course I came, you weird headless robot. You laid a trail for me, so here I am. Renba. You are quite alone, Myairi. And I have seen the truth of your lie. You are not what you claim. What did I claim? I know this, Myairi. You asked me to look, and I found so much. Who do you say I am? Or who do I say I am? You say you are the highest of the high, she who knows the people. But you are nothing. I know it. Wait, Remba, you're a robot? So... the professor of robotics is a robot? I'm sure someone would have told me that. There isn't time. I found something. Something that matters more than me. Lexi, there is a great darkness. An all-consuming, hungry darkness. A black hole? And it is coming. Yeah, this darkness seems... is the Silver Surfer coming? There is an ancient place, Myairi. An observatory. It is watching, and it holds the wires of our fate in its claws. What fate? Why are you being so vague? Why is everyone, like, literally, you could... the loop is a lie. I'm sure there's people that don't believe that, as you know, yes. I will find it before the vault is lost. Just literally talk. The robots know, but they don't remember. Someone long ago made certain they would not remember. Remba, just answer one question. I don't know what that one question's gonna be, but just answer that one. What is the vault? What the flip are you talking about? It is the source. Thank you so much for that information. Thanks. You have my apologies, Aliya. I do not understand the question. What were we talking about? So, nothing, Aliya. We have maintained a companionable silence for several minutes. Let's see if we can't get out of here. Wherever here is. This way, Aliya. Well, that means I'm going the other way. You don't remember how we ended up in here? Hoppers can misfire due to imperfections, Aliya. The eye aboard your ship is quite old. And no one called you just now? Evidently not, Aliya. Strange. I don't know if I trust you. I really don't know if I trust him. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything in this creepy cave. Which is a shame, because, I mean... Although, given hoppers require a line of sight to a hopper eye, I cannot see how we ended up at this spot. Some process of refraction, no doubt. Oh, well, there's light this way. I literally already found this place. With my awesomeness, I see where we are now. Although I still don't see how we got in there. Are you ready to go now? You think it'll work properly? I thought it would work last time. But I do not see much alternative. Shall I use the hopper one more time, Aliya? Alright, yes. Since I don't see that there's anything in the cave, and as far as I know, I've looked at everything here. So if I'm understanding that situation correctly, that is so Remba is some kind of, now he's saying, are you a robot? I don't think Remba is a robot, although that would make sense that, like, a super intelligent robot who remembers the ancient times, because they don't make these robots, they find the robots. So the robots are from an ancient time period that these modern day people are finding and using for their own purposes. That is ancient technology that is more advanced than our own, like the lost city of Atlantis or something, right? So Remba is either some kind of super robot, and that is how he is able to basically hack Six and communicate with us. Remba isn't actually dead. He either faked his death, or because he's a robot, he still managed to survive. Right? So yeah, assuming Remba's a robot, he could have survived that anyways because he's made of metal, and metal survives explosions sometimes, right? If the explosion was accidental. I love how she's still moving around while I'm talking. And then was able to hack him. Or Remba's a robot and faked his death in some way, because it's like, oh, maybe Myairi is the bad guy of all of this for whatever reason, and we really don't want to talk to Myairi, right? Or tell her about what's going on. And because the bad guys were getting a little bit close to what, like, Remba's like, oh no, they're on my trail, quick, fake my death, boom! Oh, he exploded. Oh no! And now the trail has gone cold, right? And he's still a robot. Or he's a human. He wouldn't have survived the explosion, but he could have faked his death. If he is a human, then he could just be somewhere else and hacked, because he is the robotics professor. He would know how to hack Six. And he faked his death. So I see those three possibilities. You're a robot and you just survived the explosion. You're a robot and you faked your own death, or you're a human and you faked your own death. Because a human's not going to survive the explosion. Interesting. Drug. Let's leave the moon. Stand by, Aliya. Now, I really want to... And so we left the surface of the ruined Hermitage moon near Mersey. I didn't know that this was close to Mersey. With enough information to locate an undiscovered site. Okay. I think we got a lot of information there. Like, Mersey, I was just really confused about everything that was happening there. But now I'm like, oh, cool. Aboard the Nightingale, we should sail to Locks and tell Miri what we've seen, and I'm sure she wants to see the crown. I don't know if we should trust Miri. Miari? Miari. Like, I don't know. There's something about... I get our main character is a little, like, standoffish and everything like that, but the fact that there's something more going on here, and that also our character, like, we could have opened that chest, like, we could have lied, which is an interesting thing to me. Like, why would we want to lie? But I don't know if Miari is somebody who we can actually trust right now. But this one's gone for quite a long time, so I think I'm going to call this one here. But now this is interesting. Now I'm getting into it. Like, the first 2 episodes, I was just like, all right, I'm trying to figure this out, trying to go, but now I'm just like, oh, I see what's going on there. I like that I figured out the whole Emperor thing way before this main character did. I'm just like, is that not obvious about what's going on? Like, what Remba's doing, I don't know. There's a bad guy somewhere, and I don't know who that is, but I don't really think I want to go. I would want to go to Iox to talk to Hyung to see if we can get some clues on the language. I don't want to talk to Miri. I'm a little sus about you. And I'm like, I don't want to show the crown to you. I don't know. Suspicious. But anyway, if you enjoyed that as much as I absolutely did, hit the like button. We all like buttons. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much. In the description below is a link to my Patreon. You can help support the channel so we can continue to get awesome, amazing games like this, which is so cool. I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode. I'll see you there. And a massive thanks to my Patreon subscribers for your support. You make this spooky, spooky heart filled with wonderful joy. Thank you.